Welcome to Quarantine with Clark, the show that asks West Dodge Station staff questions kids want to know, and some they probably don't. My guest today is Mrs. Brune, one of our tremendous teacher assistants. Mrs. Brune, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you, Mr. Clark?
I'm doing well, thank you. So
Awesome.
I just want to ask you a few questions just so that the kids from West Dodge Station can get to know you just a little bit better. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Awesome. First of all, where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in a little town about an hour north of here called West Point. I was there grade school through high school, and then I left for Lincoln, and I ended up here, and I've been in Nebraska my whole life.
Nice. So kind of up around where Mr. Kastmeyer, Mrs. Powers, Mrs. Brune, all a bunch of people up from up around there. That's
You're
nice.
right.
All right. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I am the oldest of three girls.
Really? So did you get all the harsh rules on you, and then it got lenient?
I did. My sister, the baby, she got to do anything she wanted, but they were pretty tough on me. So
well,
I'm the typical oldest.
Yeah, that's true. You've got to set the standard, and then they can do
Set
it.
the tone.
What about
Absolutely.
kids? Do you have any kids?
I do. I have two girls. Carly is a junior in college, and Abby is a junior at Elkhorn High School.
I feel old because I remember Abby being in at West Dodge Station.
It goes way too fast.
Yeah, definitely. What about pets? Do you have any pets at home?
I have two cats, Sammy, who's 11, and Sophie, who's 4.
Nice. So then hobbies. What kind of hobbies do you do?
I don't really have too many. I like to read. I like to bake. I like to do Sudoku.
Oh, nice.
Take walks.
The baking is probably really coming in handy right about now, isn't it?
It is. I think a little too much.
Yeah, because unfortunately, if you bake something, you also have to eat something.
Eat it.
So
you're right. I'm pretty good at that end too.
Yeah, and then you go on the walk. So it kind of everything evens itself out.
Exactly.
All right. What about hidden talents? What can you do that maybe some people don't necessarily know about you?
Well, I'm not sure how many adults know, but a few of the kiddos at school know that I can still do cartwheels because every once in a while they'll ask me on recess and I'll still do it.
Really? That's it. Yeah. I hope they don't ask me because there's no way. So other than having kids, getting married, what has been the most exciting moment of your life?
I would say that's kind of a hard question, but probably when we took our kids on their first real vacation. Because when I was little, we went to Disney, or we went to Worlds of Fun and Adventureland, and that's all the farther we went.
Oh, yeah.
So I would say when we took my kids to Disney and to the ocean, it was probably pretty special.
Awesome. So growing up, what were some of the jobs that you had? So like what maybe was the strangest or oddest job that you had growing up?
I would say the summer before I went to college, I moved to Lincoln early and I worked for Today's Temporary. So one day I was like a secretary, and the next day I was on an assembly line, and the next day I was doing something with VCR tapes at NET TV. So,
so
there were some odd jobs in there.
Yeah. Just do a little bit of everything.
Well, very interesting.
Awesome. So outside of education, what job would be your dream job right now?
Well, I've always wanted to work in a hospital. But it doesn't work out very well because I don't love blood. But I think it'd be really interesting to like be a crime scene investigator.
Ooh, there was somebody else that I interviewed that said that. Now I can't remember who it was. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch these interviews to see who that was, because there was somebody else that said that same thing. I think
it might have been too. I'm one of those nerds. I watch 60 Minutes and 48 Hours and Dateline and all of those. So I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun. That would be extremely interesting, I think.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Changing gears into some of the goofier, more fun questions, I guess you could say. Talking superpowers. Would you rather have the ability to fly or to be invisible?
I think I would pick invisible.
Really? You want to be that fly on the wall, don't you?
I do. There might be some stuff I don't want to know, but I think there'd be a lot of stuff that I would learn and find out.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Uh, Next, so when you sing, do you sing loudest in the shower, in the car, or equally both as loud?
Definitely in the car. I cannot be in the car without singing.
Absolutely, yeah. You've got to have have the
Yes.
radio up when you're in the car.
Yes.
So then, if we were all to go karaoke singing, what song would be your go-to song?
There are several, but I'm going to go with I Love Rock and Roll.
A little Joan Jett action.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, going to get into the lightning round. I'm going to ask you some questions. I want you to answer them as quickly as possible if you could. They're all about your favorites, so it should be fairly easy, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. What is your favorite food and drink?
That would have to be chocolate cake and cherry Pepsi.
That's a great combination right there. What's your favorite word?
I would say sunshine. And I know that's kind of odd, but sunshine makes me happy. And I had some friends that gave me that nickname a few years ago. So I
That's
guess
great.
sunshine.
That's not, I was gonna say, that's not odd. That's a great word. It just kind of makes you happy.
It
What's
does.
your favorite sound?
Definitely the waves of the ocean.
Your favorite smell?
Chocolate chip cookies baking.
Your favorite type of music?
Anything but rap.
Okay. Favorite place to visit?
It'd be a tie between Florida and Cancun.
And finally, your favorite fifth grade teacher named Clark?
Well, that would be you, Mr. Clark.
Awesome. And you did get that question correct.
Woo!
All right. A couple more things before we go here. First of all, what have you been doing just to kind of beat the boredom of social distancing away from school?
Well, up until a week ago, we had some guys here doing some remodeling. So I haven't really had the chance to be bored. So just the last few days, I've been baking and walking and running, and my closets are cleaned out. So I might kind of like a couple boring days.
Yeah, I bet. I'm sure. And then finally, what would you like to say to the kids of West Dodge Station?
West Dodge Station kiddos, I miss you so, so much. I hope you're still learning and having fun, and I can't wait to see you again soon.
Awesome. Well, I just want to give a huge thank you to Mrs. Brune for joining me today. Join us again next time for Quarantine with Clark. See you soon.